just as you are. And close your eyes. Feel your sit bones rooted into the earth. Begin to just arrive. Allow your energy to settle here in this space. As we are continuing our journey through the Yamas, we are coming to Brahmacharya. And this Yama is for us to connect with our inner self, with the divine. Traditionally, this meant that you, as a yogi or aspiring yogi, would go into the caves of the Himalayas and retreat with your spiritual teacher, which resulted in celibacy. So often that is translated as celibacy, but in modern times, it's more of an awareness of where our energy is going. So if we're exerting too much energy in places that is not needed, or if we are maybe not putting in as much energy that is needed, that is part of this restraint. So really paying attention to your energy and where it's going throughout today's practice. Think of it as a middle way where we're not expending out too much. So not going 110%, 115%, maybe backing off a little bit. I'll also have, as I briefly mentioned, a little more silence during most of today's class. This space is to allow you to tune into what you're feeling internally, tuning into the sensations, asking yourself if you're pushing too far into something. Listen to those little messages your body gives you. Every pose that I guide you towards is just simply a suggestion, and I want you to focus on following where your body is today. Don't worry about where it was last time or where you want it to be. Just focus on where you are right now. So if that pose doesn't feel good to you, find a variation of the pose that does. So tuning in with our breath. Just take a couple of cleansing breaths in through the nose and exhale. Today's practice, we'll have a mantra that you can either say to yourself or just think of in the beginning of practice to set your intention. And it's Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. And this means, roughly translated, I bow to the subtle divine within. I bow to the teacher within. And this mantra calls upon the infinite creative energy of our teachers and all of the teachers before us. It invites us to tune into our intuition and let the energy flow. We'll be incorporating some breath work here to get started, bringing all of your fingers together, all the fingertips touching, and then release your pointer and your middle finger. Just on one hand, whatever hand is your dominant hand, so right or left. And we'll begin by doing some single nostril breath. So taking your two fingers and then on the outside of the right side, so closing off that pathway, just breathing in through the left nostril only here. Nice, even breath. Keep breathing. The single nostril breath is an exercise that you can do to begin to focus your energy, to draw your awareness inward. It changes our normal breathing just enough that we have to kind of pay attention to it. So notice the sensation of the air entering your nose, the temperature of the air. If your breath is quick or slow, and release and move to the other side. So bringing your fingertips together, releasing the first two, now closing off the left side. Three more breaths here, and then release. And we'll move into a supine position. So laying on your back on your mat, finding Supta Baddha Konasana or supported butterfly here first, easing into our practice. Bring the feet hip distance apart, the soles of the feet together, and let your knees fall open. You can use blocks here and place them underneath your legs, which I highly suggest so that you're in a supported posture. You can also let your knees just draw towards the earth as well. Whatever option you would like to take, play around with where you want your feet here. You can extend them out further away from your torso or in closer. Find where you want to be, where you feel the most supported by this pose, and see if you can find stillness, tuning into your energy. Release the blocks, gently drawing the knees back up through center. Maybe windshield wiper the knees back and forth. And as you come back to the middle, crossing the right leg over the left for twisted root. You can let your knees fall to the right. You may need to shift your hips a little bit to the left for this to be comfortable, or use a block here or two to meet your knees, bringing the earth closer to you. aiming to keep the shoulder blades in contact with the earth. And if your shoulders aren't touching the floor, that's okay too. Just drawing whatever shoulder blade is lifting with your imagination towards the floor. On the inhale, gently drawing the knees back up through center, unwinding, shifting the hips back through the middle, and maybe drawing the knees in towards the chest, grabbing on to wherever you can, clothing, back of your thighs, tops of your shins, gently pulling the knees in. Just a little hug here. And dropping the feet back down. This time, crossing the left leg over the right and drawing the knees towards the earth on the left side. Again, using props or anything that you need. And your music. On the inhale, gently drawing the knees back up through center and unwinding, rolling over to your left side, and just finding a fetal position. Pausing here. Notice as you move through each pose and the transition. In that space, really tune into your energy. And if you're putting in more effort, or if maybe you can move more intuitively with your body and finding a gentle way to move into the next phase. With that said, in whatever way is intuitive to you, make your way to a seated position. And we'll find half dragonfly on the right side. So extending the right leg out. Left foot draws in towards the thigh on the right side. Putting your sit bones in contact with the floor, maybe moving some of the booty out of the way. I don't know. Drop the shoulders. Find that nice long spine. Crown of your head reaching. On an inhale, raise the arms up towards the ceiling and orient your body towards your right leg. Just a gentle twist here, not too deep. And exhale, begin to fall forward over that right leg. Wherever you land, doesn't matter. Wherever you are in the pose, You could stay seated as well, just upright if you'd like. You can also use blocks to support you here, resting your head on the blocks, maybe to bring the earthly plane a little closer. Notice the urge to move deeper. See if you can pull back a little. Release any blocks and keeping your head down, gaze towards the earth. Gently walk the hands back, bringing the head up last. Nice and gentle. Easy movements here. Opposite side, left leg extends, right foot comes towards the left thigh. Keeping your blocks nearby, finding that elongated spine, crown reaching up here. Maybe roll the shoulders back. Just allow a little release. Now on your next inhale, arms coming up towards the sky, lengthening just a little more and turning towards that left leg. Release and allow your body to be wherever it is. Letting the head hang heavy or using a block for support. Do whatever you need here. Gently release any props, keeping your gaze towards the earth, walking the hands back and bringing the head up last, moving back through center. Take a moment to just notice how it feels for the pose to leave your body. And when you're ready, we'll move into caterpillar, legs long out in front of you, spine nice and long, and gently walking our hands out wherever they fall, wherever you meet resistance, and then letting your head hang heavy, or maybe bringing your bolster to the top of your legs and a couple of blocks for your head to rest, however you would like to be. I think it's retrograde with all of things. And gently release any props And walking the hands back up the legs. Bring the head up last. Pause, and when you're ready, come into a tabletop position. Feel free to use a blanket to support your knees if you have sensitive knees. You can also fold your mat over for a little cushion as well. Coming through tabletop, wrists stacked underneath the shoulders, knees stacked under the hips, tops of the feet to the mat. Fingertips spread nice and wide, gripping your mat with your fingertips. On the inhale, gaze comes up, belly drops, tailbone rises. Exhale, press away from the earth, rounding the spine, tucking the tailbone. Gaze comes towards the navel. Inhale, dropping the belly again. Allowing our gaze to rise, heart center opening. Move through these at your own breath, your own pace, connecting with your body, breath and movement. Notice if there's an urge to speed up. See if you can just find where you need to be. Feeling into all of the sensations as you move through this pose. And if you'd like to take atypical movements, maybe circling the hips one way and then the other, feel free to do that. Take whatever variation of cat-cows you would like to take. Really connecting with your body here and your breath. Coming back through neutral tabletop. So again, wrists stacked under the shoulders, belly not sinking, spine not rounding, just a nice neutral position. In whatever way works for you, bring your right foot to meet your hands so you can walk it forward, step it forward, swing it forward, whatever you need to do. Coming to the outside of the right hand. Tuck the back left toes under for a little bit of support to start here, little extra stability. And on the inhale, press through the right foot, rising up, fingertips towards the sky. Interlace the fingers and place them behind the right knee. Gently lunge forward just a little. Baby lunge here. Drop the shoulders down away from the ears. Check in with your hips. See how they're squared to the front of the mat. Make any adjustments you need to make. Maybe walk the right foot in a little bit or out. Maybe it feels better to untuck the toes. You can do that too. And when you're ready, if you would like to, you can stay here or you can come down to blocks on either side of your right foot or on the inside. You can also come directly down, hands to the floor. You may need to walk the foot out towards the edge of the mat. Find wherever you want to be today. Find the release that is right for you. Very good. Good use of breath. Gaze comes down between your hands if you're have your hands towards the earth. See if you can close your eyes, and just if it feels safe to you to close your eyes, notice all the little sensations, all the ways that your body is exerting little amounts of energy just to stay in this posture. All those subtle ways that our body guides us. If you feel like you've gone too deep into the pose, feel free to come a little further out or even all the way out if that's what your body needs. On your next exhale, gently press back, sending the hips back, keeping the right toes pointed towards the front of the room. A little bit of a release here, counter stretch. And then releasing the blocks and coming back through center, walking that right leg back, swinging it around carefully. However is intuitive to you. And then making your way to the left side. So walking, stepping, bringing the left foot forward to meet the hands. And when you find a good stable posture, either back toes tucked or untucked, on the inhale, rise up, little back bend, fingertips reach, interlock, and place behind your left knee. Dropping the shoulders, maybe walking the left foot in a little, checking in with your hips, settling into dragon on the left side. If you would like to take another variation, coming all the way down to the floor or to blocks here, you can. That is an option. Move when you are ready. If you want to move, you don't have to. Notice how you might be somewhere on one side. Either you feel more restricted or more open compared to the other side. Not judging where we are, just a gentle awareness. Just a noticing. Breathe into the sensations. If you're feeling any like sharp pain or anything like that, don't breathe into that. Gently back out. But if you're just noticing some slight discomfort or tightness, see if you can use your breath to invite a little release. Exhale, gently pressing back into that half split. Left toes pointed towards the front of the mat. And releasing your blocks. Draw the left leg back. And gently walk the hands out towards the front of the mat. Bringing our belly to the earth. Forearms pressing into the floor. Elbows slightly in front of your shoulders. Finding Sphinx pose. Gaze can come between your hands. Imagine the crown of your head reaching towards the front of the room. Shoulder blades drawing together, heart center opening. Release any tension you're holding in your legs. Shake them out a little, do a little wiggle, pick one up, put it down, pick the other one up, put it down, whatever you need to do. You can also bring your head to a block or let your head hang heavy if you'd like here. Lots of options. You're fully supported here. You're safe. Nowhere to go. Allow your body to rest on the earth. If you'd like to walk your hands to the corners of your mat and press up for seal for a little deeper back bend here, feel free to do so. Just an option. And if you get here and think, nope, feel free to go back down to Sphinx. Slowly lower back down to Sphinx. Remove any props, bringing your forearms to the front of the mat, stacking them, and just resting your forehead for a moment. Allow the lower back to rest. Bring the hands under the shoulders and gently press away from the mat. Using your blanket to cushion your knees if needed. Bring your knees the width of the mat and send the hips back for a wide-legged child's pose. Sinking the hips towards the earth, just imagining the tailbone being drawn into the center of the earth. Walking the hands out. You can use a bolster here too, placing it in the middle and resting your body on the bolster, or placing blocks under your forehead as we're easing into the end of our practice here. Maybe resting on the bolster will feel good and restorative. On the inhale, walking the hands back, removing any props, and making your way to laying on your back for your final Shavasana. So just laying flat on your back, take up some space on your mat, support yourself however you would like to be, however feels comfortable. Begin to let the practice go. Let your breathing come back to normal. Tune into the subtle energies in your body. Allowing yourself to be held here, giving yourself space to integrate all the work that you've done today. Gently wiggle your fingers and toes, inviting some awareness back deep in your breathing. Big stretch, arms up overhead, stretching all the way from your fingertips to your toes. In whatever way is intuitive to you, make your way to a seated position facing me. I'd like to invite you to bring your fingertips to your forehead and just do a little gentle tapping on your forehead with your fingertips. And then working into a little massage in your temples. We carry a lot of tension in our face, in our jaw, clench our teeth. Maybe bringing the fingertips down to the cheekbones and doing the same. How often do we give ourselves a little nourishment, a little love like this? Feeling into any tightness in your jaw, giving it a little massage, inviting it to relax. Mm. When you're ready, releasing, take your time. On an inhale, circle, sweep the arms up overhead. Nice big stretch, bringing the palms together. Exhale, hands at heart center. Another big cleansing breath in through the nose. Holding at the top. Exhale, sigh it all out. Tuning into our energy and noticing where we may be spending our energy and it's not needed. Think about this throughout your day, practicing Brahmacharya, this yama, this act of restraint. Notice where you may be giving your energy away to places that it's not useful, maybe to other people, to tasks that can wait. Being cautious, being aware, conserving our energy for ourselves. Noticing where we can give it away, where it's beneficial, where maybe there are parts of our lives where we can give a little more attention, a little more energy to. Thinking about our energy budget each day. I hope that you can carry the benefit of tonight's practice with you throughout your evening, and that you can find a little bit of gratitude in your heart center here for yourself, for carving out this time and this space to connect and to be present, to be in your body right here. Another big inhale in through the nose. Exhale, sigh it all out. Satnam. May you vibrate as your truest self. Thank you, thank you, thank you.